democracy. Now in democracy, studying democracy, I found certain things. Reading democracy, I found certain places. Sorry, come here. So this is beginning of democracy. Just gives the introduction here. Beginning of parliament, and then problems in democracy, which are given here. Votes are given by Shudras. People must have political sense. Non-Kshatriya people are going, lower class people going into. It is no knowledge of Shastra. Don't follow saintly persons. Coming from here. Unqualified voters, must have political sense. Non-Kshatriyas. And no references to scriptures. Don't follow saintly persons, everything. So it comes from here. After introduction. Now, it follows the solution part. In the solution, I found 4 or 5 things important components in the solution part. As a general public, second is the executive directors, third is the president, and the Brahmin class, the advisory or the Senate, as Prabhupada says in democracy, and laws, of course. Now, one way of presenting it could be, which I wanted to earlier to do, is take the first defect of democracy and then put forward the corresponding solution part to it. But I later decided to put it in this way because this focuses on the solution part and gives it helps to understand the solution part more clearly, and that's why I put it in this way rather than putting problem versus solution. No. This I found was way better doing justice to the solution part, understanding the solution part. And in the solution, there are 4 categories, 4 sections where the importance is given. Prabhupada gives importance also. Prabhupada gives importance to it. That is the general public and leaders, and as I told you. So we'll go one by one. This is the general public. I'm not going into the details of it. Details are already described in the script part, the story part. But yes, these are given here. So teach people how to select leaders and everything. So this thing are coming from here. Educate people how to vote. Varnashram trained and make them devotees. So amongst devotees, then Krishna conscious people, then Krishna conscious leader will come. Next we come to the ED or the executive directors and their details, which Prabhupada gives here, comes from this place. These are references. Again, not going into detail. And the next obvious thing regarding the executive directors is how are they elected. So obviously, regarding this, next, and the qualifications of those standing for the elections. So these things are most logically following sequences. Therefore, they are given in this. Next is the president. So there has to be one chief, as Prabhupada says. And obviously about the election of the president, who elects the president, regarding that. And how is the working? What is the role of the president in decision making? So these 3 topics obviously follows in the headline of president. Next is the Senate. Qualifications of Vaishnava Brahmins. Now, mind you, regarding the qualifications of ED or president or here the Senate, which are basically Brahmin class, the advisory Brahmins, you will say, oh, these are already discussed in the political system principles or the practicals. But The thing is, these are in relation with democracy, the topic of democracy. So, if you read the references in these three parts, like let's say qualifications of so you take any reference regarding qualifications of say ED. So this will be in reference to democracy, specifically in reference to democracy, democratic age. So that's how it is. So these things are specifically in relation with democracy. So next is the Senate, as we say. So next is the Senate. Again, the primary functions of the Senate and everything. And then the election part, how are the senators elected, and the qualifications. Again, here these qualifications and all these things, they are more in relation with the democratic part. But yes, the qualifications that are described earlier of the Vaishnava advisory board and these Brahmins and everything, they apply here also. Of course, they apply here because it's the same thing. And then finally, the laws, the Manu Samhita and everything. A quick mention. Because just to clarify that yes, these laws again are not just because we are discussing democracy doesn't mean that we make the law by the current democratic style. No, the laws means they're already there, established, so we just have to follow them. So this point is purposefully given, specifically purposefully given. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranito. Laws actually means for God said, that is law or religion. So that covers the democracy part, and of course there is the analysis part, which is self-explanatory, presented in this tabular format. So this more or less covers the democracy. Above.